Have you seen this person? And this is common. They come down here and they get stuck. I moved my child from down here. My child doesn't live here.
What is the drugs that kill them? You could come down here with $2 and get some. Why is it so cheap?
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere down here.
It's 15 times to stay in the hospital, and there's nothing they could do to make me stop vomiting.
For all you niggas that don't know, the government suppliers.
This isn't a movie. These aren't actors. There's no makeup, no costumes, no special effects. They're real people, hunched over, eyes empty, bodies broken. They walk slowly through the streets like shadows, not dead, but not fully alive either. They stumble. They freeze mid-step. Some stand motionless for minutes at a time. Others whisper to themselves, heads hanging low, arms scarred and bruised. This is Kensington, a neighborhood in Philadelphia, USA, just miles from historic landmarks and the so-called American dream. Yet it looks like the end of the world. The world now calls this place Zombieland. Not because these people are monsters, but because they've been forgotten. And what's turned them into this is a drug called Trank. And what you're about to see, you'll never forget.
Tonight.
You'd see people kind of like walking around looking like animals when their knuckles are touching the ground. You're like, what's going on?
It's being called the deadliest drug threat in the U.S.
Everybody was dying. Everybody just started just dying.
Just 2 hours from Washington, D.C., and 1 hour from the bright lights of New York City, there's a street where dreams don't just fade, they die. In Kensington, people inject drugs in broad daylight, on sidewalks and alleyways, in front of corner stores. Nobody flinches, not the police. Some of them bend forward at impossible angles. Others drag their feet, arms dangling. Wounds cover their skin, fresh and infected, some wrapped in dirty bandages, most left open. Locals don't call them addicts anymore, they call them zombies, because whatever is inside them, it's not life, it's something in between. You can feel it in the air. This place doesn't just feel dangerous, it feels forgotten. The drug behind this horror is called Trank. On paper, it's a mix of fentanyl, a powerful opioid, and xylazine, a horse tranquilizer. Trank doesn't just sedate you, it paralyzes your nervous system. It shuts down your ability to feel pain, and then it starts destroying your body. Infections so severe, doctors are forced to amputate arms, legs, even fingers. It's cheaper than heroin, easier to get, and far more addictive. And worst of all, it's everywhere now. Not just in Kensington, not just in Philly. What's happening in Kensington didn't start yesterday. This crisis is the result of a century of greed, a legacy of addiction, and governments that look the other way. It began with opium, used in ancient times as medicine. But in the 1800s, it became a weapon, used by the British to dominate China in the Opium Wars, forcing addiction upon millions. Then came heroin in the early 1900s. Dealers added xylazine, a tranquilizer never tested on humans, to make it stronger, cheaper, and more addictive. The result? Trank. A poison the streets have never seen before, and it's tearing communities apart. Kensington used to be a proud neighborhood, blue-collar workers, families, parks, crime grew, poverty deepened, and the drugs took hold. Now entire streets look like they've been hit by war. Some people overdose, others disappear, and yet just 15 minutes away you'll find clean parks, cafes, and luxury apartments. Some of the people here once had jobs. They had homes, families, dreams. Now they lie beneath dirty blankets on freezing pavement. Some have mental illnesses that no one treats. Others have been abandoned by families who simply couldn't help anymore. Missing posters cling to light poles, faded pictures, tearful pleas. Last seen March 14th. Please call if you've seen her. But here in Kensington, people don't just go missing physically. They disappear spiritually. You can look right at them and see no one looking back. And the hardest part? No one is coming to save them. Not the hospitals, not the police. I saw a man once, his legs swollen, purple, barely alive. He sat alone against a chain link fence. One arm hung limp, the other wrapped in blood-soaked gauze. That was the moment I realized Zombieland isn't about horror, it's about neglect. It's about what happens when society stops noticing pain, when suffering becomes normal and human lives become invisible. If you're watching this, let it shake you, let it wake you up. Behind every hunched over body, behind every needle on the ground, behind every scream in the night, there's a story, a childhood, a dream, a person. Don't scroll past like they don't matter, because someday it could be someone you know, a sibling, a cousin, a friend, even you. Zombieland isn't fiction, it's not exaggerated, and it's not far away, it's right here. right now, and it's growing.